welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video where we talk about players linked to the football club in the coming transfer window. There's been a massive name, a massive name linked to Newcastle United in the last few days. Someone that we're really excited about, all Newcastle fans are excited about. Will we get him? I don't know. But we said we'll jump on and do a little video about it anyway. We have talked about him before, and it was kind of speculation and everything else. But it seems to be a little bit of momentum gathered behind this story now. So, yeah, we're very interested to hear your take on this in the comments. And if it's the first time you checked us out, consider subscribing. We'd love you to come and join us. Got 2 weekly shows, Mondays and Wednesdays, and pop-up videos just like the transfer one you're going to watch. Don't regret it. Smash the button. Come and join us. I'll get rid of that fly. Come and join us and, and hear all things Newcastle United. So let's get stuck in there. So who we're talking about? Of course, we're talking about possibly the best number 6 on the market right now, or will be on the market in the summer, and is this fella, Declan Rice. Now, this is one of Mark's super duper stat slides there. We're going to look at Declan Rice's impact in terms of what he does in the game, and then we're going to look how he compares, against one of our own midfielders. It's not a direct comparison, but obviously, it gives you good ideas to how much he influences games, even in a really struggling West Ham team. And that's what it is. West Ham are struggling this season, big time. They're still very much in the mire. We battered them 5-1. Declan was brilliant against us at St James's Park. Real lovely sign of respect as well, cuddling Graham Jones and talking to Trips and everything else at the end of the game, obviously from the England camp. But Declan Rice is a quality footballer. There's no doubt about that as well. Still a very young man and all. Very sought after. He will be very sought after in the summer. But you can see there in terms of his stats, his pass completion, he's right up there in 88th percentile. His long passes in the 93rd. So from that deep line midfielder position, he does spray a lot of fantastic passes around. He doesn't push up too far in the midfield, certainly not this season because he's been defending most of it. But when he does his passes in the final 30s in the 87th percentile. But the big thing for Declan Rice is his carries. You can see there's progressive carries. When he gets the ball, he goes on one of the marauding runs like he did at St James's Park. He's up in the 82nd percentile. In terms of his defensive capabilities, interceptions, he's up in the 90th percentile. He reads the game so well, and he gives away very little fouls in the midfield. Tackles won, we've got him there at 51 percentile. In terms of his tackles in general, his tackles in the middle thirds, 55 percentiles. But he is a really superb footballer and a real leader as well. So this is how he compares, kind of in the like-to-like with Bruno. I mean, you've got to remember Declan Rice only 24 as well. He really fits that mould of player that we're looking for going forward as a football club. You can see, I think it's a slight unfair comparison, as I said there, because Bruno's more of a hybrid midfielder. Bruno can do a lot more going forward and going back. But the whole point of signing this number 6 in the summer is that Bruno can be unleashed, so to speak, to go 10 or 15 yards further up the park. I mean, this is off the back of recording. This is off the back of us getting beaten comfortably by Aston Villa. We missed a player like Declan Rice in that side today. That first opportunity, that first goal doesn't happen if Declan Rice is on that park or somebody of that quality is in that park, because they drop deep, they realise Sven Botman needs help, and they take care of business. That's the kind of player that we need. Declan Rice was valued at 150 million quid by West Ham, but it looks like they'll probably take about 75 million quid from him because his contract is up in 2024. That's only 10 million quid more than we played for Alexander Isak. And there was no issues playing that for Alexander Isak. So Newcastle United have been reported of coming to the party, and why not at that cost? Why not go for Declan Rice? What a statement signing that would be. But you can see how he compares in terms of him and Bruno. The passes and the pass completion, he's slightly ahead of Bruno. Tackles, actually, Bruno's slightly ahead of him, which is an interesting stat. But, in terms of his clearances and interceptions, obviously Declan's way ahead of Bruno in that one. And Ariel's one, it's quite neck and neck with them as well there. But two fantastic footballers, and what a midfield they would be. In terms of in a black and white shirt, you throw Joe Linton in there as a third person as well, or Joe Willock, and that's arguably one of the best midfields in the league. But we do need that player. There's no doubt about that. And I think if Newcastle finish top 4, which we really hope that they do, there's no reason why we can't go for a player of Declan Rice's quality. Not only is he a brilliant footballer, not only will he massively improve the quality of the team, I think he also gives you a threat from set pieces on goals as well. He's very good in the air. We saw him score for England the other week there as well. He can finish when he gets in those positions. But what he gives you, he'll give you protection for your back four in games where you can go overrun, like when we played City and they come back and drew 3-3, like when Villa's just beat us this weekend 3-0. Someone like a Declan Rice can sit in that position and protect the back four and allow Bruno and Joe Linton to get more involved in the attacking play, which is probably where they're best served. where they can carve teams open, where Bruno can maybe take some shots from the edge of the box. He can slip those lovely little dink balls or through balls through that he puts through the likes of Almiron or Isak or Wilson. We need someone like Declan Rice to take that level of responsibility off Bruno and allow him to be a bit freer in that midfield, maybe to play as more of an 8 than a kind of an in between a 6 and 8 and flicking. He's like I say, he's like a hybrid midfielder. He flicks from petrol to electric. That's what Bruno does, and we'll love him for it. But we want him to be maybe more involved in the attacking play. Declan Rice may be out of our reach. Arsenal apparently linked to him. I think City might go from, depending on what they're doing with their midfield. A lot of their midfielders might be going, like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, players like that. Liverpool, Fabinho's completely knackered as well. They need midfield. Henderson's not getting any younger. Manchester United might be looking to strengthen that midfield. Somebody play alongside Casemiro. Maybe they're going to send away McTominay. He's been linked to us. Who knows? But why can't Newcastle United be interested in this player with the project that we're building? If we've got Champions League football on top of that as well, we pay him the wages because we'll have to increase our wages. There's no doubt about that. But I think that whether West Ham stay up or go down, Declan Rice will not be a West Ham player next season. But I'd love him to be a Newcastle United player, as Kevin Keegan once said. Will be a hell of a challenge to get him through the door. But listen, people said that when we tried to sign Sven Botman, when we tried to sign Bruno Guimaraes, Kieran Trippier, an established pro who was playing, in the top of the in Champions League and La Liga, was winning titles and playing European football every season. Nobody thought we'd get Kieran Trippier. No one thought we'd get Alexander Isak. We signed all of those players. So why not go for Declan Rice and show some real ambition, make a statement signing, get this lad in, make him a fulcrum in this team, going ahead for years to come. It could even be a future Newcastle United captain in the years to come if we're signing him. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm sure you'd be all for Declan Rice coming, but it's great to see the club being linked to these players. And it's also great to see Eddie Howe not dismissing it in a press conference, which tells me there is something in it as well. So you just watch this space. I'd love him to play for Newcastle. Can you imagine the salt from the Greedy Six? Oh, it'd be so superb. It'd be so superb. But this is Chris signing off. I hope you enjoyed this kind of thing. If you do, click subscribe. I'd love you to come and join us. Smash a like on the video. Helps get it on YouTube. Helps the channel grow. We're signing off for now. We're back with some more transfer banter soon because the stories, they keep on coming. And if we do finish top 4, which hopefully we will, there'll be loads of players linked in the summer transfer window. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.